Namaste, welcome, I'm Kathy. In this Yoga Basics class, I'll be guiding you through a complete practice of postures, breathwork, and meditation. And in this sequence, we'll also be practicing the yogic teaching of Ahimsa, which means non-violence and is part of the first limb of yoga practice. In this class, I recommend using a block if you have one. And for now, just placing your block to the side of your mat. Coming to lay down on your back now, soles of the feet together, knees out wide in a reclining butterfly position. Just begin with a few soft belly breaths, breathing in through the nose, filling the belly completely with breath, pausing at the top for a moment, and then slowly exhale out the mouth. Again, breathing in, nourishment, rejuvenation. Slight pause. And exhale, releasing any mental or physical fatigue from the body. And just one more time here, breathing in, filling up completely with breath. And exhale slowly out the mouth. And now slowly hug your knees to your chest. Press your lower spine into the floor. And then if it feels okay for your back, rock and roll along your spine a couple of times and come into a seated position. Otherwise, just press yourself up into seated. Bring your hands to your heart. And we'll begin by setting our intention to practice Ahimsa. Closing your eyes and guiding your inner gaze down and in towards your heart space. And when I think of practicing Ahimsa, for me it really means living my life from my heart, from a place of deep compassion and kindness. We want to acknowledge that inner space with an unlimited supply of love, kindness, compassion that occurs in every being. May this practice amplify our capacity to express that love and kindness to the world. Pressing the thumbs into the sternum. Inhale as you lift the sternum. Exhale out the mouth. Bow the head. Breathe into the heart. Breathe out from the heart. Releasing the backs of your hands to your thighs. Lift the chin so it's parallel to the floor. And softly open your eyes. Coming now into a tabletop position. And pressing yourself up into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Start by pedaling through the feet, warming up the backs of the legs. And then press down through the hands and the feet, finding that solid foundation. Ahimsa and the yamas are the solid foundation of our practice. Lifting the hips up and back, pressing the tailbone high to the sky. Keep the knees slightly bent here. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, now stretch the backs of your thighs back and your heels towards the mat, just as far as they go, without losing length through the spine. Taking a deep breath in through the nose and a slow exhale through the nose. One more time, breathe in deeply and exhale slowly. And then looking forward and walking the feet to the top of the mat. Grabbing opposite elbows, coming into a ragdoll pose and swaying from left to right. releasing any tension in the lower back. And if you need to bend the knees here, bend the knees as much as you need. Really practicing in this sequence self-compassion. And any way that you need to modify your practice, please practice that in this sequence. Releasing the hands to the floor, grounding down through the feet, and slowly start to unravel the spine, one vertebrae at a time, coming up to standing. Bring the hands up in front of the face as if you're holding onto a compact mirror, and start to activate Ujjayi breath, breathing in through the nose. As if you're fogging up your mirror, breathing out through the nose, creating a light constriction through the throat. Close your eyes if it helps. Continue to stay attuned to the sounds, the sensations, and the balanced flow of your breath as we move through our sun salutations. Bring the hands to the heart, remembering your intention of Ahimsa. And then inhale, reach the arms up, offering up your intention. And as you exhale, bowing forward, touch the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine, hands to shins. And then exhale, right foot steps back, low lunge. Inhale, look forward, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. On your inhale, come forwards to plank, widen the collarbones, firm the thighs. Exhale, knees to the floor, lower down, Chaturanga. Stretch your hands back behind you. Press the tops of your feet down, firm your thighs, lift your kneecaps. And then lift your shoulder blades up, your hands up. And then finally lift the chest, the head, the feet, everything up. Come into Shalabhasana, locust pose. Firing up that whole back line from the crown of your head to your heels. Keeping the back of the neck long. Taking a deep breath in. Slow breath out. Hands come down, feet come down. As you inhale, lift the heart, Bhujangasana. And then exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, knees to the floor, step the right foot forward between the hands. Extend the back knee straight as you inhale, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Then exhale, fold forward, bow the head. Inhale, lengthen, rise all the way up. Palms touch, look up, offering up your intention of loving kindness. And exhale, hands come to the heart. Inhale, reach the arms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward, touch the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. And then exhale, left foot steps back, runner's lunge. Breathe in, find length, look forward. And then breathe out, step back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, chest moves forward, Chaturanga, knees or feet. And then stretch the arms out wide, tipi the fingertips, press the tops of your feet down, firm your thighs. And then inhale, lift the heart, come into Bhujangasana. Hold it here, shoulders draw down and back. And then release. Bring the hands flat on the mat next to the chest. And once again, press the feet down. Inhale to rise. Elbows draw in. Shoulders draw down and back. Keep the thighs strong, kneecaps lifted. Last breath in. And then exhale, release. Press yourself back. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And then exhale, lower the knees to the floor. Left foot steps forward between the hands. Inhale, extend the back knee, look forward, lengthen. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. And exhale, melt forward. Bow the head. Inhale, lengthen, rise up. Reach up, palms touch. Exhale, rest the hands at the heart. Closing the eyes and taking a few rounds of Ujjayi breath, remembering your intention of loving kindness. And release the hands down, soften the knees. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, fold forward, touch the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. And exhale, step your right foot back, come into runner's lunge. Inhale, lengthen, look forward. Exhale, step back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, come forwards to plank pose. Exhale, knees to the floor, move the chest forward as you lower, Chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart, Bhujangasana. And exhale, lift up and back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathing in, breathing out. And just feeling into the body gently. Really practicing here in this sequence, this supreme and unconditional acceptance of the body. Inhale, reach the right leg up and back behind you, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to nose, hanging plank, move the shoulders forwards to the wrists and tipi the right hand. Hover. And then flatten the right hand. Inhale, reach the right leg up and back, three-legged. Exhale, right knee to nose, hanging plank. Tipi the right hand, look forward. And then step or carry the right foot between the hands. Drop the left knee to the floor. Inhale, reach the arms up, Anjanasana. And then exhale, open the heart, cactus the arm down the back, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Inhale, reaching the arms up. And again, exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Really feel your shoulder blades squeezing together, opening across the front of the chest. And then reach the arms back, interlace the fingers. Press the fist away from the lower back. Lift the heart. Let the breath run through the body like a river of compassion, washing away any confusion or misunderstanding, releasing any resentment. Release the hands to the floor and step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, rock forwards to plank. Exhale, knees to the floor, chest moves forward as you lower, Chaturanga. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, press back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a deep breath in. Slow breath out. And then inhale, lift the left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, hanging plank. Tipi the left hand, look forward. And then inhale, stretch it up and back, three-legged. Exhale, knee to nose, hanging plank, shoulders move right forward. Tipi the left hand, look forward. Step the foot between the hands. Drop the right knee down. Inhale, reach the arms up, Anjanasana. And then exhale, cactus the arms down the back. Inhale, reach the arms up, look up. Exhale, cactus the arms, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, cactus one more time, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then release the hands behind the back, taking the awkward grip this time as you interlace the fingers. Lift the heart. Breathing in, breathing out. One more breath, opening across the heart space. And then release hands to the floor, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, rock forwards to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, bhujangasana. And exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a breath to reset. And then on your next inhale, lifting the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee forward to your nose, hanging plank. Look forward, tippy the hand and step the foot between the hands. Inhale, reach the arms up, come into crescent lunge. Exhale, palms together, draw the hands down the midline towards the heart. Press the palms together, hinging forward at your front hip crease. Inhale to lengthen. And then exhale, twisting to the right, turning towards Ahimsa. And if it feels better for your body to do so, drop the left knee to the floor. Always being guided by your intention. One last breath here, breathing deeply. And then inhale, reach the arms up, come back to crescent lunge. Exhale, open the hips, stretch the arms out wide. Warrior two. Ground down through the knife edge of your left foot. Hips are level, and then rolling your inner thighs up towards the sky. Stretching the arms and gazing towards your right middle finger. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Flip your right palm as you inhale, reach forward and back, reverse warrior. Pressing down firmly through the feet, strong through the legs, creating a solid foundation as you reach back through your right arm. Take a steady breath in and a slow breath out. Breathing into the right side body and breathing out. And then releasing the right forearm to the right thigh, stretching the left arm up and over for side angle pose. Inhale as you press the right forearm into the right thigh to lift the chest. And as you exhale, spiraling the heart open towards the sky. Sending the breath into the left side body, breathing slowly and deeply. If the breath becomes agitated, it may indicate that you are violating Ahimsa, staying connected to a deep breath. And then exhale, looking down at your right foot, grounding down through the feet, and inhaling, coming back to warrior two. Straightening through the right leg, and then turning the right toes in 90 degrees. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale to lift the heart. And then exhale, hinging at your hips to fold forward, bringing your fingertips to the floor. Pressing down through the feet, firm the thighs. And then pull the feet in, activate your inner thighs. Take another breath in, lengthen the spine. And then as you exhale, folding forward, placing the hands underneath the pelvis, crown of the head points down to the floor. Staying really active through the legs as you transfer your weight forward into the balls of your feet slightly, lifting the tailbone up and the crown of the head down. Maintaining a steady breath and just feeling into where the stretch needs to go in your body. Breathing in deeply and out slowly. And then inhale, halfway lift, lifting the chest, the head, stretching the arms. And the exhale, bring your hands to your hips, ground down through your feet. And then inhale, coming up with a flat back. Stretch the arms out wide, turn the right toes to the front, playing with a transition here to the top of your mat. Press the palms together, stork pose. Broaden across your collarbones. Firm your standing leg. Feel your inner thighs pulling in. And now bring your left sole of foot to your right inner thigh or shin for tree pose. Really firming the standing leg. Opening the left knee to the left and drawing the left hip point forwards. Keep broadening across your collarbones, pressing the palms together and lifting and lengthening through the crown of your head. Steadying the breath. Finding that focal point for your gaze somewhere on the floor in front that is steady. Just one more breath here. Slowly release the left foot down. Inhale, reaching the arms up, look up. And exhale, folding forward, moving towards the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, hands to the floor, left foot steps back, low lunge. As you inhale, lengthen and look forward. As you exhale, stepping back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And just taking a breath here to reset. On your next inhale, reach your left leg high to the sky, three-legged dog. And as you exhale, bring your left knee to your nose, hanging plank. Teepee the left hand, step the foot between the hands. Inhale, rising up all the way to crescent lunge. Press down through the feet, firm the back thigh, zip up through the midline, and then press the palms together, sliding the hands down the midline towards the heart. As you inhale, lengthen through the spine, dipping forward into your front hip crease. And as you exhale, twisting to the left, hooking your right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. Good. Inhale, find length through the spine. And as you exhale, twisting, looking over the left shoulder blade. Feeling the outer hips squeezing in, hugging in. And then untwist, coming back to crescent lunge. Opening the hips, stretching the arms out wide, warrior two pose. Once again, hips are level, front shin is vertical, back thigh is strong. And then stretch the arms long, feeling into the body gently, and being supremely present in the pose. As present as if it were the first time you'd ever done warrior two. One more breath here. Flip your left palm up. As you inhale, reach forward and back, reverse warrior. Grounding down through the knife edge of your right foot. Breathing into your left side body. On the next inhale, bring the left arm up and over to the left thigh, and the right arm reaches to find that diagonal line, extended side angle pose. Breathing into the right side body now, find length through the spine, and then spiraling the heart open towards the sky. Press down through the feet, inhale, come back through warrior two, straighten the left leg, turn both feet parallel to the short edge of your mat, and then inhale, reach the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, lift the heart, and on your exhale, folding forward, coming into wide-angled forward bend. Allow the fist to come up overhead. Staying really strong through the legs here, inner arches pulling in, send energy up through the inner thighs, and then sending the weight forwards into the balls of your feet slightly. Lifting your tailbone up and the crown of the head down. Breathing slowly and deeply. One last breath. And then release the hands to the floor. On your next inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, hands come to the hips. And inhale, rising up with a flat back. Turn the left toes back to face the front. Reach your arms out long. And then stepping forwards to the front of the mat, find stork pose. Inner thighs pull in. collarbones widen, palms press towards the midline. And then turning this into tree pose now. Right sole of foot comes to left inner thigh, palms back to the midline at the heart, broadening across the front of the chest, staying really strong and grounded through that left leg, and steady through your gaze. Keeping the chest expanded, the heart space really open. And that's part of the discipline of practicing the yama. When we're challenged and we feel like shutting down, we don't. We stay open. Releasing the right foot down. And then on your next inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bowing down, touching the earth. As you inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. And then exhale, stepping the right foot back, low lunge. Inhale, look forward, lengthen the spine. And exhale, step back, downward facing dog. On your inhale, rock forwards to plank pose, pressing the floor. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, bhujangasana, lift the heart. And exhale, pressing back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a slow, deep breath in through the nose, filling up completely with breath. And then open your mouth, sigh it out, let it go. And dropping the knees to the floor, take a child's pose. And a few loving and nurturing breaths, letting the breath wash through the body. Taking a moment to connect back in with your intention. So when we lead with the heart, that is always our best guide. Moving through the world with an open heart and letting the heart inform the mind and our actions. Lifting the chest and the head and slowly coming up to seated. And moving on now to our inversion practice for this class, we've got two options that I'm going to talk you through. The first is three-legged dog. So coming first of all into downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up and back behind you into three-legged dog. Start to pulse the right heel up and down as you maintain a slow and steady breath. Working here the glutes and the back chain of muscles that we really want to be strong in to go upside down in our inversions. And then release that right foot to the floor. Changing sides now. Lift the left leg up. Pulsing the left heel up and back. Working into the left glute. And all the way through the back chain of muscles. Steady the breath. And then releasing the left foot back down now. And then releasing the knees to the floor. Take a child's pose to rest. Slowly coming up. And now moving over to a wall. Placing the feet up against the wall and the hands in front in a tabletop position. Lifting the hips up and back, coming into a downward facing dog shape. And then step one foot onto the wall. Playing here with finding the edge of your stability by tapping one foot up and down off the floor and see if you can find your balance. If you've got enough strength here, then you can place the second foot up on the wall in an L shape, almost like a downward facing dog flipped 90 degrees. This is L handstand, really pushing the floor away, and then coming down and resting in child's pose. Slowly coming up and making your way back onto your mat, laying down with your feet, soles of your feet flat, and feet and knees hip distance apart, setting up for bridge pose. Pressing down through the feet and start to roll up from the pelvis, low back, mid and upper back. Shimmy your shoulder blades towards the midline, and if it's accessible, clasp the hands together, press your fist down into the mat, lift your pubic bone up towards your navel. And as you inhale, dip down into that inner well of compassion and love. And exhale, we can literally bombard the world with that. And as yogis, that's really our goal. We can either serve the world with love to get to enlightenment, or if we get to enlightenment, we can't help but serve the world with love. Just one last breath here. Exhale, release, slowly lowering the hips down, stepping the feet mat distance apart, knocking the knees together and windscreen wiper the legs just to neutralize the spine. And now step the feet back hip distance apart, preparing for your second round, pressing the feet down, rolling up through the pelvis, low, mid and upper back, interlacing the fingers, awkward grip this time, pressing the fist down, lifting the hips up, pubic bone to navel, sternum towards the chin, breathing slowly and deeply. Then release the hands to the sides, slowly come down. And once again, windscreen wiper the legs. Hugging your knees to your chest now, press the lower spine into the floor. And then rock and roll along your spine, come into a seated position. Stretching the legs forward, slight bend in the knees, flexing the toes back towards the head. And then hands are like kickstands, lifting and lengthening through the chest, broadening across your collarbones. Once you've found maximum length in the spine, start to work the backs of your legs down towards the mat. Just as far as they go without losing that length through the low back. And then walking the hands forward, keeping the spine long, you may need to re-bend the knees here. Gripping onto the calves, the ankles, or the big toes with your peace fingers. And then take an inhale, lengthen the spine. On the exhale, find a connection between your belly and your thighs. Once you've got that connection between belly and thighs, then you can start to work the backs of your legs down towards the mat. Again, only as far as they go without pushing or forcing. Using that supreme discernment here, discerning the difference between pain and discomfort in the body. Remembering your intention, never inflicting pain on the body in this practice. Let the breath, especially the exhale, soften you. Taking a couple more breaths here. Slowly releasing the hands to the floor, pressing yourself back up to seated. Bend the right knee and place the right foot on the outside of the left knee. Use your right hand like a kickstand to lift and lengthen through the spine. Inhale to reach your left arm up and over. Exhale, hook your left elbow around your right knee. And exhale to twist, looking over the right shoulder. Half Lord of the Fishes pose. As you inhale, find a little more length. And as you exhale, deepening the twist, hollowing out the low belly. And then untwist, coming back to Dandasana, staff pose. Bend the left knee now. Hook the left foot to the outside of your right knee. Left hand acts like a kickstand. Breathe in, find length. Reach the right arm up. Breathe out, hook the right elbow around the left knee. Breathe in, find even more length in the spine. And then breathe out, twisting and looking over your left shoulder. Steady the breath. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Really hollowing out the low belly, activating Uddiyana Bandha, stabilizing the lower spine as you twist. And then untwist, stretch the left leg forward, back to staff pose as you inhale. And then coming now to our breathwork pranayama, sitting either cross-legged or kneeling up on a block or cushion. Ideally, we want maximum length through the spine to allow the diaphragm enough space to fully descend. So choose which position works better for your body. And then when you're happy with your chosen position, just resting the hands on the legs. Close down the eyes. Bring your awareness to your legs and invite a feeling of heaviness to the legs. Feeling your sit bones grounding down into your support. Maintain this awareness of grounding through the lower body as you start to cultivate an upward lift through the spine all the way to the crown of the head. Broaden across your collarbones. Feel your shoulder blades melting down your back. And now bring your awareness to your breath. Feeling the breath moving in and out through the nostrils. And now start to activate Ujjayi breath through the nose, feeling that light constriction through your throat on the exhalation, making this sound like the ocean or Darth Vader breath. And I'm going to suggest a count of breath here, inhaling for a count of 4. Pausing, retaining the breath at the top, and then exhaling over a count of 8. Once again, retaining the out breath at the end for a moment or 2. If this feels forced or strained or like you're accumulating tension in the body, then please shorten it to whatever feels comfortable for you. And we'll do 10 rounds together. Start by inhaling deeply. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8, 9, 10, 'Release the breath, let go of counting, and just allow the breath to come back to its natural rhythm, its natural flow. Just observe the quality of your energy here, noticing any subtle shifts from the beginning of the class. Let your attention run down like a river towards the heart. Rest your awareness in the heart space and call up your intention of loving kindness. See yourself move through your day today, infused with the energy of your intention, Ahimsa. Sensing, feeling expansiveness across the center of the chest, down the arms, all the way to your fingertips. A feeling of aliveness. Letting go of the visualization now. Taking a couple of deeper breaths. As you dip the chin, open the eyes, taking in the floor, slowly transitioning onto your back for Shavasana. Stretching the legs out wide, the arms a few inches away from the body. Close your eyes and just make yourself as comfortable as you can. Taking a moment to get any of the wiggles out. As you inhale and exhale, just feel the chest move. Every inhale is access to Ahimsa. Every exhale is the practice of that. So remembering Ahimsa is a choice. Each one of us has the capacity. We're all born with the same amount of love, compassion, kindness, and it's our choice to engage that or not. So the great thing about this practice is that it always holds us accountable. And we have the power to choose. So as yogis, we choose love, we choose kindness, and we choose to serve each other. On your next exhale, let the breath leave the body. Leave the bones of the body to remember the earth. Returning the body now. Let the body go. Leave the body. Deep surrender into stillness. I'll leave you now to rest for as long as you can. Namaste.